In this video, we're going to talk about finches. You've probably seen these colorful little birds pretty much everywhere, right? But trust me, their story is so much bigger than just your backyard. They're like a global dynasty of survivors and innovators. Okay, let's just dive right in. So, to really understand what makes these guys tick, we've got to start with the absolute basics. I mean, what exactly is a finch anyway? Well, technically, they belong to a family of birds called Fringillidae, and they're what scientists call passerine, which is just a fancy way of saying they're perching birds. But look, beyond their famous bright colors and beautiful songs, their real secret weapon is their beak. Seriously, it's perfectly evolved for cracking open seeds, which is pretty much all they eat. They're also super social creatures, almost always living and feeding together in big groups, or flocks. Now that we know who they are, let's talk about just how successful this family of birds has become. And I'm not kidding, the scale of it is, well, it's pretty mind-boggling. That is right. When you add up all the different types of finches all over the world, the population is estimated to be over 1 billion, with a B. It's a truly staggering number that just goes to show how incredibly resilient they are. And really, their success is fueled by a simple formula: a diet of seeds, which are available everywhere, and their social nature, which makes it way easier to find food and, not get eaten. So, 1 billion is a huge number. But which species are the heady hitters, the ones really carrying the team? Let's break down the top contenders. Wow, okay, so looking at this, there's a clear winner, isn't there? The house finch, with a colossal 200 million. Their success is just a masterclass at adaptation. I mean, they've completely conquered our cities and suburbs. And right behind them, you've got the zebra finch, a bird so common in Australia and so quick to reproduce that it's actually become a super important subject for scientific research into things like behavior and genetics. Okay, so we've seen the top species. Now let's zoom out and see where you're most likely to find these massive populations. So, where are the world's finch hotspots? And this lays it out perfectly. The United States leads the charge with about 150 million finches. And yeah, a huge part of that is thanks to that super successful house finch. But what this really shows is that finches are true global citizens. They've conquered nearly every continent, except Antarctica, of course, thriving in the diverse forests of Brazil, the grasslands of China, and pretty much everywhere in between. Alright, now for the really fun part. Beyond the big numbers, there are some absolutely amazing facts that make finches so remarkable. Let's just run through 5 of them real quick. First off, their adaptability is nothing short of legendary. And the most famous example? Come on, you know this one. Darwin's finches in the Galapagos Islands. Different groups evolved completely distinct beak shapes just to take advantage of different food sources. It was a living, breathing demonstration of natural selection that literally changed how we understand life on Earth. Second, all that adaptation has led to some stunning diversity. We're talking about 140 different species spread all across the globe. You see this incredible explosion of color and form. And this isn't just for show. That vibrant plumage is absolutely essential for mating. The males put on these elaborate shows, using their colorful feathers and complex songs to win over a female, and they often form monogamous pairs for the whole breeding season. Third, they're a critical link in the food web. So while they're helping plants by spreading seeds, they're also a key food source themselves. Their main enemies are predators like hawks, owls, and snakes, and in our neighborhoods, domestic cats are a big one too. This constant threat is another reason they often flock together. You know what they say, safety in numbers. For our fourth fact, let's circle back to that incredible number for the house finch, 200 million. So how does the species get to be that dominant? Well, they're just really, really good at making more finches. A single pair can raise several broods a year, with 3 to 6 eggs in each clutch. And with a relatively short lifespan of about 2 to 5 years, this super fast reproductive cycle is the key to their population boom. And that brings us to our final thought. Finches are proven masters of adaptation. We've seen it time and time again. But as our climate and our landscapes continue to change at a pace we've never seen before, it leaves us with a really fascinating question. How will these remarkable birds continue to adapt and evolve right alongside us? Alright, that is it this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.